Hey, we're up. Welcome to the show, everyone. This is STCPod, the podcast you didn't think would ever come back. Here it is live.
Kevin was hoping that.
Thank you for joining us. I, of course, am Bill, and with me, as always, is my buddy Joe.
Heyo.
My God, let me tell you, what a bunch of weeks it's been, people, since our last show. I can surmise how much Joe has talked to me just by looking through our texting from the last 3 weeks. They involve all of 3 words for 3 weeks. What's up with that? What's going on, buddy?
What do you mean? We rarely text anyway.
Is everything all right?
You tell me.
After the last time I got blown off, I said, enough. I'm not going to chase this guy anymore. He wants to record. He can tell me I'm ready to record, because it was chasing like he's some hot chick that I'm trying to score. And finally,
if you took me out to dinner, maybe you would score.
Got blown off because he had YouTube stuff to do. So I said, fine, next time he can do it. He can ask me when to record. 3 weeks later, I'm like, I got a free night. I'm going to do an STC pod if it's by myself. I don't care. And I thought, well, I should just reach out, not be a dick, and just reach out. So I reached out and said, hey, pal, do you want to record tonight? 1-word answer. Sure.
Actually, your text message to me tonight was record tonight, maybe ?
Yeah.
So after I deciphered that cryptic message, I said, sure. And I believe I responded to you like within minutes.
So
you
can check that.
Apology accepted.
It was not minutes.
You sent it at 3:54 and I replied back at 4:02.
Well,
and to rebuttal your previous statement, the last time we worked together, you spoke less than 10 words to me for 2 days. So I decided, all right, when he's done having his period and he wants to talk, we can fucking talk.
That's why are you the hot chick here in this situation where we got to come get you? I don't know.
All you gotta do is be nice.
You couldn't even say hello in 2 days.
You didn't say hello in 2 days.
I was tied to my desk for the first 8 hours of both of those shifts, and you know it. I was in live programming until like 2 a.m.
And my manager specifically told me not to come over to your room and mingle. I'm not even allowed to mingle with the people I work with in my room. I've got berated twice for that by our manager.
That's true.
Twice. So I'm like, holy. All right, I'm just going to sit here like a lump. Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks anyway.
Okay, so we're fine. You don't have any announcements you want to make or anything like that?
Announcements?
Yeah, like this is Joe's last show or nothing like. I've had people for weeks coming to me saying, "What's the deal? What's the deal?
What
can we expect?
Why has no one come to me?"
Are you approachable?
Yes, everyone knows that.
Only on a YouTube channel you're approachable.
No, I am more than approachable. Ask anyone who DMs me specifically.
Okay. Well, there you have it, folks. The show continues to roll along. This is episode, 297.
I guess we should apologize to Kevin for continuing to do the show. Kevin, sorry.
Well, Kevin had to tune in to see what was going to happen. So thank you, Kevin, for popping into the chat. Kyle is here as well. It's good to see you guys. I know they're not here for us. They're waiting to see because we have coming on later on. Melissa, MrsQDawg, will be on in a bit to give us an update on her situation with the Rona.
Yeah, I was shocked.
I was shocked.
Means she's been playing dirty.
Well, we'll find out. We'll find out what's been going on. I can't see.
I got a whole premise in my head already of what's dirty stuff she's been getting into.
So did I, and I had to talked to her privately about it. I said, "Were you up to doing this, or was it this?" And she said she's been good. So, we'll get into that. We got to string the viewers along for a little bit longer until we bring on the main attraction, right?
All right. So what's been going on these past couple weeks? Getting caught up on shows, at least. My PVR has been exploding. They made the decade movie channels, the 70s, 80s, and 90s movie channels free again.
That's true. For me too.
So my PVR has been doing 5-6 records every couple days. Can't keep up.
Yeah, but are you watching it?
Well, yeah. Like today I watched, actually finished 2 Bond movies today. There's been I think that was actually from Crave, though. The Crave channels have been pumping out Bond movies. So today I watched You Only Live Twice and From Russia with Love. And then on, what else do I got on the PVR?
I caught a Bond the other day, and it was Dr. No, and it's one of these movies that I guess I've only ever seen, like, I've caught it after it's been in motion, because I saw it from the very, very, very beginning, and I couldn't remember anything that happened in the beginning. And the beginning is what's really good about that movie. It's very much espionage, in plain sight spy stuff, and the back of the movie kind of gets dull, in my opinion.
I've got The Spy Who Loved Me, Man with the Golden Gun, Live and Let Die, Diamonds Are Forever. And I think that's it for the Bond movies that I got to see. But those decade movie channels have been pumping out the Godzilla movies.
Yeah, I saw that too.
So I got all those saved too. Godzilla versus Mecha Godzilla, Godzilla versus Hedorah, Mothra, Gojira.
Yeah, I tuned in for a bit of one of those. It's the rubber suit look.
I know.
So obnoxious.
I know. It is, but it's part of the charm.
Yeah.
And I got PVR Crazy Heart and Bill and Ted's and 16 Candles and 12 Monkeys, because I haven't seen that since the theater. Time Bandits. You ever seen that movie?
I don't think so.
It's the one with all the little people traveling through time. You don't know about that one?
No. No. You're waiting for an answer. It's so rare you engage me in conversation.
Oh my God. I just remember seeing it as a kid, and it always just blew my mind away. Something that always stuck with me. One of those. It's weird. I think it's a British movie. It's got like a Monty Python sort of feel to it.
Well, I'll look that up. Time Bandits, eh?
Yeah. You know, it was in that time period where it was sort of like, shit. Like they were putting out all those movies like, like Legend and all those fantasy style of movies.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got that feel to it. But the main cast is little people. And I think there's like they befriend like a regular sized kid that helps them in their time traveling adventures. I don't know. Anyway.
Kevin says Time Bandits doesn't hold up.
No, probably not. But again, like I said, it's just one of those ones that stuck with me ever since I saw it when I was a kid. I don't know why. But I haven't seen it for like decades. So
Kevin was also asking about Spider-Man 3. I guess they announced who's joining the cast for that. I've kind of been staying away from reading about it because
I heard one scenario of it.
Yeah, I've heard scenarios. I don't know official stuff. I kind of wish none of that news would come out until the movie comes out. You know, I want to enjoy it all at once.
Well, they can announce it. I'm just not going to watch trailers or previews or anything. I can do a pretty good job with that for the most part. Considering even with the Marvel movies, I still haven't seen like Civil War or Infinity War or whatever it's called, and really have no idea what happened.
I should get on that.
Yeah, I know. Are you update on God damn it. The Star Wars one. Mandalorian, sorry.
If there was an episode this week, I haven't seen that yet. Otherwise,
I saw the first 5
I'm
of
up to
season
date.
2.
So we're probably in the same spot. I'm loving every minute of it. It's like Man with No Name Western in space with
I'm
your
really
Star
liking
Wars
it too,
toys. Man. Now, as I'm watching that, I went back and joined up to where I left off with the Star Wars Rebels, that animated show that happened. I guess Clone Wars happened, Star Wars Rebels happened. You know, the people in Clone Wars, you get to see them growing up in Star Wars Rebels, and then all of it pays off in Mandalorian. And Star Wars Rebels is worth going back. It is really, really, really good. Some episodes are really lesson heavy, you know, for the
What do you mean? That's the animated stuff?
Yeah, but man, I just finished season 2. It's awesome. And some of the visuals they're showing, I wanted to like take pictures of them and go, my God, this is like frameable, this picture they just did.
I only got through probably half of Clone Wars.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back to Clone Wars because I haven't seen all that. And I'm kind of doing it backwards, right? Because Mando calls back to Star Wars Rebels, which calls back to Clone Wars. So really, if you want to get into it, do Clone Wars first, then Star Wars Rebels, and then Mandalorian. But I'm watching it with my the little kid too. She's loving it. Star Wars Rebels, that is.
I'm trying to get my kids into watching Mandalorian, but they don't seem to have interest in it. Not that I think they've actually seen a full episode or anything like that, but you know, my son's getting the child Lego something for Christmas. So they know about it, but
they'll watch Rebels with you. Put that on.
I'd like to get them started in some of the older cartoons, I think, like Thundercats and He-Man. I'd be curious to see if I don't know if my daughter would enjoy it, but I'd like to get my son to start watching that.
Yeah, they'll like that for sure.
See what they think. I tried to get her to check out She-Ra. And I was trying to explain it to her. And then we pulled it up on one of the services. I don't know what it was. Crave, or I don't think it's on Netflix, but it's the newer version of She-Ra.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
With the blockier sort of style of animation style that I don't care for as much. Really surprised they wouldn't have the older original series on anywhere.
I think that's all on the Disney service.
You think so?
I think that's where I've seen the original stuff.
I'll have to check that out then. It'd be cool if all that stuff was on there, because I'd love to see what they think about the original series. I think my son would probably like the He-Man.
Well, my kid loved that new She-Ra, and I saw a bit of the first season. It was pretty good.
I know, but I want to go back and try it old school first, right?
Well, just let your kids enjoy stuff. How about that?
Yeah, they're going to enjoy my stuff. The right stuff.
You don't have to enjoy your stuff.
Did you get all your Christmas shopping done?
I did a little bit more today. There was shopping for the little kids easy, right?
Hold on. Did you go out or did you go online?
I've been doing both, but I went out today because there's just stuff that you have to get in person. Everywhere is sold out of certain toys, shopping for the 9-year-old. So I had to go in person, and luckily Walmart had these toys that she had picked out. And I'm like thinking, should I grab more just to be a dirty reseller?
Which were what?
Like there's this new thing called Na Na Na, and it's like a fuzzy backpack that's like a play set inside of the backpack called Na something. I don't know, but it's like a play set with, dolls inside of it and a fuzzy backpack, which she wanted. And looking for that online, sold out everywhere, except there's like resellers on Amazon that are doubling up the price on them. So then I walked into Walmart and it was there.
Can people stop buying off Amazon, please?
Hey, well,
I've banned Amazon. I refuse to buy off of it.
They offer service that works most of the time, so you got to give them credit for that. Now the big kid, she's a bit more trouble. I'm really kind of lost because it's clothes and like jewelry and food.
Just throw her money
for Christmas. Birthday, I don't mind doing that. Christmas, you should come up with something, shouldn't you?
One gift, and then here's some money. Go buy what you want. They're just as happy.
Oh, for sure, she would be. But
yeah, I'm proud of myself. I got all my shopping done before December, probably for the first time, like in, I don't know, decade. And it's refreshing, even though I'm still going out whenever I can, just to monkey around and check the stores out. It's nice when there's no pressure to have to run around and have to get something. I'm just doing it to sort of, pop into Best Buy, see what's doing there, that kind of shit, right? Check out Walmart. Went to the mall a couple times.
Your area is like in a shutdown kind of situation with the virus, though.
No, it's not.
I thought you were in.
I'm in Durham. Okay. You're thinking of the west end of Toronto.
What's Peel?
I don't know.
That's your area.
No, it's not. I'm Durham.
I'm Durham. I'm with the Durham boys.
I'm Durham region. Peel region is a different region.
That's right beside you then. Kevin's in Peel.
Yeah, well, that explains it.
Okay.
No, he's North York, isn't he? I don't know.
He's in Brampton.
Brampton can stay in Brampton and keep all Brampton problems in Brampton. For those of you who don't know where that is, that's the west end of Toronto.
Oh, you do know where something is.
I know where dirt is, yeah.
Oh. Kevin's not in dirt. He's in a very fancy, beautiful town called Stouffville.
Yep.
MrsQDawg says, what about fancy earbuds for the big kid? And I got her that 2 years ago, so she's good for that. And Joe, what do you think about this new Apple Air giant headphones they've come up with that are like $700?
Haven't seen them. Haven't heard about this.
Yeah, Apple has come out with an over-the-ear option, and they want $700.
Does it only come in one color?
Yeah, that stupid Apple white.
I don't know. Are they any good?
Oh, probably according to Apple, they're the best thing out there, but they're double the price of high-end headphones. So
I'm not surprised that they put something out like that, considering the way a lot more people are going to be working from home. Maybe they thought it's something that people would want. I think they should. I'm really surprised they still haven't put out multiple colors for their headphones yet. They're missing out on making a boatload more money. Not like they need it, right? Can you imagine people buying the different colors, pink, black?
Yeah.
Nope, just got to deal with white.
This will be shocking for most people to know that Joe has not yet bought a pair of iPods that I know about.
Nope. I'm old school, man. I like being chained to my phone.
And I even told you, like,
not even my phone, man. This is what I still use. My iPod Nano. That's what I use at the gym.
I'll even recommend the AirPods because, like I said, my kid has them and they are quite handy and like have handy options in them. Like, you can't lose them. They have like tracking in them and stuff.
I did buy. I bought the latest version for my wife for Christmas. So,
Oh,
because there's 3 different kinds. Don't ask me what the differences are. So hopefully she can use it for work.
slamming down the big bucks. No Tiffany's this year, or is that coming as well?
She's got enough. Oh, before I forget, I forgot to mention when we watch those movies. Have you seen The Parasite yet?
The Parasite?
Well, no, not the Parasite movie.
And no, I haven't seen it yet. It's on the PVR.
God damn, I finally watched it after pulling it off the PVR. It is really good.
Okay.
You gotta check it out.
That it's Joker is still on there.
It's surprising how I'm not surprised that it won, and it made me change my view throughout the movie, which is something that doesn't regularly happen. You know, you start liking, I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to ruin it for anyone who hasn't seen it, but you know, you start, you're on one side of the fence, and then this movie very intelligently changed your perspective and opinion and makes you switch sides. So yes, get around to watching it sooner than later.
Hey, I will. I've been actually watching a lot of the movies because I've got the new system down here in the basement. Got the Dolby Atmos happening with the new projector, and it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure.
But did you buy the new amp?
Yeah, that came in. That was a Black Friday deal, and I hooked that up with my original speakers. It's the new system is a 7.2 system, but I had a 5.1 speaker system in there, but it can work with your 5.1 and fake the extra 2 speakers, which I had trepidation about, but indeed it does work. It like phantom throws audio all around, and wow, it does an amazing job at it. It even like my front speakers are in the ceiling, and ideally they should be lower at your ear level. And so you can change a setting on the amp to fake make those move down, and somehow it does it. Somehow it does it. So then you sense like the sounds coming at ear level, even though they're up high. So I did get in the 4K version of this BBC show called 7 Worlds. You know, it's from the people who did Planet Earth and all that. Mm-hmm. And this was shot in 4K, mastered in 4K, comes with the Dolby Atmos sound, and the sound in that series is just crazy. Like when you're in the jungle, shooting stuff in the jungle, all the sound of the jungle is all around you, all around your head. You know, the monkeys are chirping and the mosquitoes are buzzing. It's just utterly fantastic.
Why don't you just buy 2 more speakers?
Oh, speakers are the expensive part.
And then set yours up properly.
It's too expensive. Give me a couple of years, maybe I'll get the other 2.
What do you got to buy? Another sub? How's it work again?
Yeah, you can have 2 subs on this. So I don't think you'd want to mismatch your subs. So you'd have to buy 2 brand new subs. And then I'm missing 2 upward pointing speakers, which gives you your speaker in the ceiling kind of thing over your head. That's the whole Atmos thing, is that it creates these environments for the listener where you get sound all around you, including on top of your head.
What motion am I doing right now? Oh, they got Bill on the fucking fishing line hook.
It works.
Reeled you in.
I'm telling you, it works.
New gimmick. He's in.
If you can, you know, pry yourself away from your YouTube production and come visit me.
Why don't you just go old school? Like me. Get yourself a super old vintage receiver and run it off of just 4 plain mismatched speakers like I am.
Yeah. I can only imagine the setup you're going to have once you claim ownership of your basement again.
When the mother-in-law dies?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if you claim ownership.
I've never really cared about the theater surround stuff, man.
I know and that drives me crazy about
I'm not saying it doesn't sound great.
Your weirdo thoughts.
I'm sure it's fantastic.
Same with the 3D. I don't want to see.
Well, was I right all along?
No, I'm collecting 3D movies like crazy now that I can display them.
Yeah, but
they're great.
As I predicted, they're not making 3D TVs anymore because it didn't work.
We're going with the vote, the popular, what people think?
I'm just saying, no, I'm telling you what I thought and what I predicted.
You predicted
3D was just going to die out again.
I bet you 3D on a regular, like 50-inch display is not as, it's not as inspiring as it is on a projector screen.
I still think that doesn't work. In the movie theater, yes.
Check your DMs there.
In the movie theaters, yes, it would work.
That's what I mean. So on mine, where our ratio of my distance to the screen to screen size, the 3D is actually effective, quite effective. Whereas maybe if that same distance you to the display is only on a 50-inch, it might not be as effective. And might not
I agree. But just in general, I just would prefer to watch it regular. And yeah, I know people are going crazy and collecting up these 3D Blu-ray DVDs because, I don't think they're making them anymore.
I know. I don't get it.
It's all good, man.
So stupid.
Let it die.
No, it's ridiculous. I'm all about the sound, man. I just love having the sound feel. Do you remember when movies, it took a while for movie theaters to get surround sound, right? And I would go down the newspaper ad to see which theater in my town had this movie in surround sound, because most of them would have it in stereo. And then you'd have to look for, oh no, this one's in Dolby. And then Dolby didn't necessarily mean surround sound. It really had to say DTS to know you were going to get, blown away sound quality out of your movie.
What was that sound effect they did for the DTS again?
Well, they did
sound test they did at the start.
They did the the key hitting the piano chord, then go do, and the dust would come off the piano wires.
Yeah, I thought there was a different one though.
They did, yeah. They had a couple. Can't remember what the other one was.
The audience is now deaf.
Yeah, I'm all about sound, man. All about sound. The picture can go black as long as the sound is still going.
I'm all about the visual. Very superficial.
Yes. No one is surprised by that. No one is
very superficial. All right, where's Melissa here? Why are you wasting my time?
Are you ready for some Melissa?
Yes.
Okay, let's bring her on. Let's see if she's here.
We don't wait for Melissa. She should be ready for us. Oh, hey.
There she is, MrsQDawg, for everyone who doesn't know. I don't know how you wouldn't know, but that is Melissa, MrsQDawg. She's joining us from her isolation chamber.
Mm-hmm. That's correct. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling better. I'm feeling a lot better. I took a shower and everything. So
can you tell us, let's go back to the beginning and what were you feeling when this all started and what got you worried about
it? Last week, Tuesday, I was feeling really tired and took a nap that day. But I had also, Eric and I had stayed up for 2 nights watching a show, binging a show. So I hadn't gotten a lot of sleep. So I just thought it was because of lack of sleep. And then Tuesday night, we're just doing stuff around the house. And I was like, my head is now stuffy and I'm feeling kind of achy, kind of like you do when you have a cold coming on and you're like, I better get to bed early. So I did that. And then Wednesday I woke up and I had some digestive issues. and I was like real dizzy and lightheaded. And so once that happened, I thought, I think I need to get a test, because you don't usually have those two issues at the same time. At least I don't. So I called my doctor. This was like before 8 o'clock in the morning. I called my doctor and told her my problems, and then they ordered me a test. They ordered me a Zoom call and then a test for later that afternoon. So I got off the phone with them. I went downstairs and I wiped everything down in the house with like Lysol wipes, and like sprayed Lysol before anybody got up for the day. And then I went back in the bedroom and stayed there. And so then like Wednesday, I like felt, I ate a little bit, and I felt just real achy and tired, and I had a headache. And so I got the test Wednesday at like 12:40 in the afternoon, and I just stayed in the bedroom, and I told Eric, I said, I'm going to stay here. And he said, I'm going downstairs. And so he got his stuff and he stayed downstairs that night, Wednesday night, and has been down there ever since. And so every day, like Thursday was kind of the same. I just, was feeling achy and tired and a little stuffy and had a headache, but I never had a fever. There was never a fever. And like even Thursday, I went downstairs and actually ate dinner, not with the family. Like after the family had eaten, I went downstairs and sat at the table and ate a little something, and then came back upstairs. And then Friday, I was eating lunch, and Musty Stream was starting, and I have an app on my phone for my medical records, and the test came in right when the stream was starting, that COVID-19 was detected.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was a huge hit for me, because Eric and I were talking, and I was like, what if it's COVID? And he's like, is it really COVID? I'm like, no, it's probably not COVID. You're right, it's not COVID. So I was trying to psych myself out about it not being COVID, because it couldn't be COVID, because I wear a mask, because I use the hand sanitizer, because I wipe down the carts when I go to the store. I wipe my hands while I'm shopping. So it can't be COVID. So.
Well, first of all, I want to go back and congratulate you and your husband for a successful stream. Even though you were under the weather, you did a Cartridge Club charity stream on Friday night, where you guys played video games for people and chatted with the chat, which was fun. And you guys raised a ton of dough, as usual, the rock stars that you are. And Melissa did not appear on camera.
No, I didn't.
The story was she was under the weather. And then on, was it Tuesday in the QDawg house came out?
Tuesday, yes.
And the announcement was made that Melissa indeed tested positive. So, well, thanks for being so honest with it and letting everyone know, because then we could follow you and make, give you, good thoughts and everything about what's happening. Of course, I got on the DMs right away, started yelling at you. I bet you were doing bad things, Melissa, because I know Melissa is a big churchgoer, and I know she does the chalice thing. That's where you have the parishioners come up, they take a drink, and then you take a drink, and they take a drink, and then you take a drink. And then when everyone's done, you go, and you finish the whole thing. I could see Melissa doing that during COVID times, but you said you weren't doing that.
No, I was not. I was not doing that. So I don't, when, you get like a phone call from like 3 different people. And one of the people is the county health department, because I'm a statistic now. And so the county health department told me to go back 24 to 48 hours from when my symptoms started. So the only place I had been was Target. I went to Target, and I was just going for a drive-up order because I do that a lot, and decided since I was going to Target, I would do a return I had. Then I thought I'll just do a little bit of grocery shopping to get us through the week, like to get some salad and some lettuce, a couple random things. And then I thought, well, I'll look for a couple Christmas gifts. And so I don't know, I had to wait in line to do my return. People were passing me by. I don't know, I picked up my order in the store instead of drive-through, and the woman brought out a cart because I got a new toaster oven, an air fryer that I haven't
Yeah.
tried yet
Oh,
because it's been sitting there since Monday, and she brought it out in a cart, and I was like, I'll just take your cart since it's in the cart and it's heavy to get out and stuff. I don't want to pull it out, and then and I didn't wipe that cart down. I don't know. Who knows? I just read a article today that they did some research in South Korea where somebody had a couple people got COVID because there was a person at the air exchange, and so the air conditioning flowed, and in the path of the air conditioning, people caught COVID from that person.
jeepers.
So I don't know.
You don't think it could have been that sex party you were at earlier in the week?
No, that happened a couple days before, so
Okay,
I think
long
I'm
enough.
okay. Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't from the White House party you guys went to? Something like that?
No, it wasn't. We haven't been invited back to the White House, unfortunately.
Going back to when you said you were feeling crappy and you called your doctor, did you have to do that to get the test booked? Like, how does it work for you guys?
No, there's a I think you could go to there's this thing called Zoom Care, which is not free, sorry, which is you can go to a doctor if you don't have a doctor or insurance, and there's a line of testing at this big baseball complex where our minor league baseball team usually plays, and you can just go there and get tested, but you got to wait in line and stuff. So I called my doctor to see if I could get in, because I didn't want to wait in line, So I called my doctor to see how to get tested and if it would be through her office or whatever. And so through my insurance, and my line of doctors, they have a special testing area that we went to, and I had an appointment. So it took I don't know, maybe 5 minutes total to get it done.
Because the lineups are still incredibly long for you guys, right?
The lineups are crazy. Yeah. I mean, I've been at the grocery store that's around the corner, around 2 corners from that stadium, and the traffic would be backed up all the way to the grocery store to get out of the grocery store to come around. So, and they usually say it only takes I guess about 30 hours to get your results back, but it took 48 because they said that there's been such a increase in testing and numbers.
Yeah, because when I got my testing done, because Bill and I had been, well, more me than him, because I'd been exposed to a coworker that contracted COVID, right? So my manager called, and I just immediately went online and booked the test, saying, send me wherever the next available thing was. And within 1 hour, I was then getting my test done.
Yeah.
But I had to wait 3 days to get my results back.
Yeah.
And then
I guess it's weird how it depends. And I think for I know 2 different families whose kids were feeling under the weather this week as well, and so they went through their doctor to get tested, and their kids they had like the rapid test. So it's just weird how there's just different, all the different testings.
Yeah, they just shut down our drive-through testing here due to weather. They think it's dangerous to have people out there testing people at their windows because of the cold and the snow. But I mean, you can get those big tents that people could drive through. However, they're not doing it. So I've heard one testing site is like everyone goes into a room and waits. So you're waiting with people who definitely have COVID. They definitely have it. I don't get it.
Yeah, ours was a drive-through, and then that other one that I told you at the stadium, that's a drive-through also. But yeah, so like Eric drove me because I didn't feel well enough to drive. So he drove, and then I just sat in the back.
Did he have his head out the window?
No, but we wore masks.
Did anyone else get tested or have to get tested at your place?
No, we didn't get tested. The consensus recommendation is that you get tested if you have symptoms. If you don't have symptoms, then don't get tested.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's the same.
So, yeah, I mean, we maybe should have gotten tested, but it's kind of uncomfortable, right? So I didn't really want to put the kids through that. And nobody's feeling ill at all.
That was your first test?
That was my first test. Yeah.
It's pretty weird, eh?
Yeah, it's pretty weird. Like, I was kind of worried that it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. But afterward, I was just like, oh. So, yeah, so no, nobody else has gotten tested.
But everyone's locked down in the house now, or?
Well, yeah, I mean, we're kind of doing the same thing we were before, right? There's no difference. My youngest was going to school. She was going to school for 2 hours every day in the mornings. And when the numbers started to rise and Thanksgiving came around, the school decided to take the week after Thanksgiving off for in-person schooling because they were worried, right? And during that week, during that week, she got a letter that said, you should really think about shutting down for the rest of the year. And so she did that. So our principal shut down for the rest of the year. And so my daughter's been home. So we don't go anywhere. We used to, in the summer, we did do some like socially distant get-togethers with a single family that we knew. And then one other family, we would just walk around the neighborhood. But that was when we could be outside, and we can't really be outside now because the weather is changing here as well. So all I do is go to the store and come back, and the kids are home all day, and Eric's home the whole time. He hasn't been back into his office since March 13th.
Well, let me take a minute and just catch up on the chat. Chris Roberts is here, and Troy Canadian Retro's here. Chris Roberts says it's hard to believe you have the COVID. You look great.
Thanks.
And
I showered.
Canadian Retros hoping the heels are headed your way, and Canadian Retro also blames Musty for your COVID. That does make sense. It did happen. That's when it happens. Kyle has got good words for you, along with Kevin. No need to read Kevin's stuff, I don't think. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate the well wishes.
Oh, yeah. Sarkasim is here too, Sarah. She's saying agrees about the air conditioning business. It's wild. Mm-hmm. It's wild. So Eric is looking after you. Now, Eric famously on one of your live streams had to ask you once how to heat up a slice of pizza. So I'm wondering how's he doing cooking for you? How's that going on?
He's doing really well. It's not, cooking isn't his forte. I do most of the child rearing, getting the lunches together, getting the dinners and stuff. So he's really had to step it up, and he's still working. Luckily, last week Friday and Monday, just a few days ago Monday, he had taken off for the stream. He had some extra vacation days, and so he took off for the stream and to just kind of have an extra day. So that helped those first few days when I was really not feeling well. But he's doing really well. The girls have stepped up too to help him. He has to work, and he's got to get our littlest lunch around 11:30, but then can't really make lunch for the other two until afternoon because they have Zoom calls until noon. So he's juggling it really well. We're getting some help. The school offers a free lunch, so the girls go to get that. And then I I did a grocery order, that got here. And so I grabbed some things for him to make that were easy enough for him to make for the girls and stuff. And I had some other things that he baked up some chicken and made a yummy white chicken bean chili. That's really easy to make. And so he's doing really good. He brings me my food on a little tray, puts it outside the door.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Tell us
like
about
room
the losing of the sense of smell and taste. That's a real thing, eh?
Yeah, so I was kind of waiting for it, right? But I was like, okay, I'm still good. And then Sunday, I can't remember what I ate. Oh, I know. Some friends of mine dropped off like a little care package, and they had dropped off like donuts and some chips and some ice cream. And so Eric gave me the donut holes on Sunday for breakfast. And I was like,
That sounds so dirty. Sorry. Go ahead, Melissa. Sorry.
I was like, these don't taste like anything. And then I'm taking a bunch of just random supplements, and I took a gummy supplement that has a flavor, and I was like, I can't taste this. And I was like, I can't taste anything. And I was trying, because sometimes when you get a cold and your nose is stuffed up, and then you can't really taste then, but it's like you swallow and you take a deep breath, and then you get the flavor. I was like, it's there, but it wasn't there. So it's just weird because it's like I'm expecting it to taste and it doesn't taste like. There's no taste. There's nothing. You're just eating.
Sounds like what I do.
Does, so, yeah.
I
want to get it before
shove it in your mouth and swallow it down, I guess.
So with quarantine there and stuff, how have you been entertaining yourself? What have you been watching or playing games?
I've been playing Animal Crossing. I've been listening to podcasts, and then re-listening to podcasts because I fall asleep. Not because the podcast is bad, but because I, was just resting.
You can tell Kevin the truth.
And I did watch a movie that the kids had watched with Eric already, that Fantastic Beasts, the second one. I was like, oh, I should watch this. We had it digitally since that's something they can't watch, or that they already watched. And just kind of surfing the web and stuff. I've been talking to, I'll talk to friends. I've been talking to family a little bit more because I have the time, So the first few days I was pretty tired, and so it was mostly just kind of like resting. And I had a really bad headache. I think I got a secondary infection, like a secondary sinus or ear infection. Because starting Friday, I just had this like awful pain here and in my ear and at the top of my head. And it got so bad that that's all I could think about on Sunday. So I got some antibiotics for that. And so for the first few days, it was hard to watch something or play a game or do some reading because it was just hurting. But
Your Harvest Moon community is going to suffer.
My people are okay.
I was watching CNN earlier tonight, and I forget the lady's name that was on before Anderson Cooper, but she was talking about how the FDA is probably going to be approving that the Pfizer vaccine, and it could literally roll out within hours.
Yeah, the one COVID doctor I talked to, he said, by the end of this month, there's probably going to be a vaccine, like, because we had talked about going home for Christmas. So I was just asking him about traveling and stuff. And he said, there's probably going to be a vaccine before the end of the year. Just wait it out. Couple weeks. Change your plans for a couple weeks and then go. So yeah, it's pretty crazy that that's going to like be out there. I remember 11 years ago when the swine flu was out. That was a big thing. And then they got the flu shot. They started getting the flu shot in the fall that had the swine flu part in it. And I remember I only had 2 children at the time, and they were 2.5 and 2 months old. And I waited for like 3 hours to get a vaccine, to get the flu shot for my oldest and for me. Because I didn't want to take the chance.
Mm-hmm. Hey, well, just to catch up on the chat again, we must be doing something good right here. I think I give it all to Melissa because this stream just generated a paycheck of 99 cents.
Woohoo! Don't spend it all in one place, Bill.
I wasn't sure how this happens, but he somehow gave us 99 cents. So thank you, Chris Roberts, for that. Woo. And let's see here. Kyle had a really great idea that there should be a Cooking with Eric miniseries on YouTube. I would love to see that. I would donate that 99 cents right away. Right to that.
I'll tell him.
Kevin says that I should have asked for a scan of your isolation chamber, and I'm dying to see the rest of that room for sure.
I know you are.
Are you kind of bummed with everything else going on? This seems silly, but were you bummed that maybe you didn't choose a fun enough room to isolate in because you don't have your PS4 in there? There's no Xbox in there.
No. This, this was honestly the only place I could. I mean, I usually, because I'll be texting with somebody or talking to somebody on the phone, then I'll just like peruse Facebook and watch stuff on there. And so I'm probably just not making the best of my time. I mean, I probably could have finished Octopath Traveler this week or, done something more on the Switch. There was enough. So, I mean, yeah, it would have been nice to play God of War, but I couldn't be downstairs.
Has Eric been playing more games?
He did play a couple games. I forget what he said he played. Something I think on Game Pass. I can't remember what it was. It was like an old one that was ported.
Do you think he's enjoying his time now more without you, or what are you enjoying it? Or is he missing you more?
He's probably missing me more. I know he keeps asking how I'm doing, and he's hoping that Saturday morning I come out of this room and take over. So I told him to try to take Monday off so that he could have a little break with everything. I wouldn't say that we're the type of people that miss each other at night, like, if somebody isn't here. So I think it's okay. Plus he's got like I have this super fluffy blanket in the family room that's kind of got like a Sherpa lining on the other side, and everybody fights for it. And so he's using that at night to sleep on the couch, and he's loving that.
Oh, you make sure to wash that when you
Yeah.
get out of that room.
Oh yeah, I will.
Eric has piped up in the chat, says, I miss you, baby. Clawing at your door, I'm sure. I bet you all of the snacks and cookies and all that stuff in the kitchen is just empty, right? It's just tore open, left on the floor down there.
No. He's been doing dishes. He'll be like, "Does this go in the dishwasher?" And I'm like, "Nah, you got to hand wash that."
What?
So he's been hand washing some dishes.
Told
He's
you,
been
Eric,
running the
Eric.
dishwasher every night.
It all goes in the dishwasher. That's the one rule. If you use it, it goes in the dishwasher.
No,
Hand
and it's
wash.
good. It's good. The girls normally unload the dishwasher, so it's good. Everything's good. There's still be things for me to do. Nobody's done laundry, so I'll need to do laundry on Saturday. But good thing we're not going anywhere. So who cares? If you wear the same thing for 5 days.
Eric peeked into the laundry room and went, nope, not doing it.
Yeah.
It's not that scary, Eric. It's all automatic nowadays. Just put it all in one. Don't worry about
Don't worry about colors or anything.
No,
yeah.
I don't. It all goes in.
Oh my goodness.
Hit the go. The only thing, if you get cold water detergent, then you got to look after the one thing. Make sure it's cold then. That's the only thing you got to worry about. Kevin's right. Cutting boards get washed by hand. That's true. I do. That's my one hand wash right there. Cutting boards. So, Melissa, what is the schedule for your road to recovery? Do you have to have a certain amount of positive tests back, or is that not even necessary?
No, so that's not necessary. I asked. They said that even after you're recovered, you can test. There's a possibility of testing positive for up to 3 months after you have it. So they say, you have. So they say don't. Which is weird because employers are like, you can't come back until you have a negative COVID test.
Right.
So I don't know. I think I don't. But I'm not going to get tested again. I don't feel like I need to. The other thing is they told me 10 days of isolation from symptoms starting. And at the end of the 10 days, you have to be symptom-free without drugs for 24 hours. And the symptoms, that they say that you have to look for are difficulty breathing, coughing, and fever. So I haven't had any of those. So, and I am feeling a lot better, Like last week on Friday, when I was trying to just be this isn't going to be COVID, it's just a cold, go take a shower, get back, sometimes, when you're sick for too long, you take a shower and you feel a lot better. So I tried to do that and I was like, nope. And so I definitely feel 90% better than that day.
Our coworker that caught it still hasn't been back to work.
Oh no.
Yeah, he's still having symptoms and not sure exactly what it is, but yeah, it's been 4 weeks now?
4 weeks, has it?
3 weeks at least.
Well, you haven't talked to me in 3 weeks, and it was before that. So.
I don't know, maybe if you weren't PMSing.
Did he have to be hospitalized?
No, not that I heard of.
Okay.
Yeah. I see you're wearing the STC shirt there, Melissa.
Yes,
and
of
since
course.
you have to burn all clothing after you've had COVID, we'll send you a new one, okay?
Oh man, there is a very important question in the chat brought up by a couple of the viewers. They're asking why the staff isn't taking care of the laundry and stuff like that.
Well, due to COVID, we had to let the staff go for a while.
Right, and of course, I was very curious why you chose your bedroom to isolate when you could have just moved right into that adjacent QDawg secondary house. That would have been pretty good.
Yes, I know. Well, we were hoping for a family to come into town, so so the West Wing was set up for family. So
So what is the date on the calendar when you're going to exit the room? And
I'm gonna go. It was like, because I felt like Wednesday brought on more symptoms. I'm gonna stay quarantined through Friday, and then Saturday morning I'm gonna get up, open the doors, and tell everybody I'm back.
the light's going to just shine from behind you.
Yep.
It's just, yeah.
Yep. And the washing machine is never going to see so much action.
Well, I'm glad you're in a good mood about that laundry stacking up.
Yeah, I know.
I'd be yelling every day from my room. Someone better be doing laundry.
Yeah, that's something we probably need to start the kids getting on. They sort, like they'll sort their laundry. They have laundry sorters in their closet, so they sort their laundry, and then once I've washed it and dried it, then a lot of times they'll then go through the basket and get their clothes, and then they put them away. So I really just wash and dry. But they like sort and then fold and put it away.
You said you didn't have any staff in there right now. How can you still have sorters there living in the closets?
Well, they wear masks.
God.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Have you seen those, like, at Costco? It's
Melissa, everything goes in the laundry. There's no sorting.
Okay,
and now the big kid, she does her own laundry because she likes her clothes to not be wrecked. So she knows, if I'm going to do it, watch out. Don't tell me this doesn't go in or this goes at certain whatever. So now you're doing your own laundry. That's how they get motivated. Motivation.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Joe's never seen the laundry either, so
I believe I do all the house laundry whenever I can.
Do you put it all in one load as well, Joe?
We all throw it down from the second floor. The kids sort it out into whites, colors, pants, and then all the other darks.
Pants have separate?
Yes. I wash them, and then I fold them. They sort the socks, and then I bring them up to their rooms, laying on their beds, and then they put it away themselves.
Why do pants have to be separate?
Because pants are a heavier material, and there's so much that you can only put so much into the washer at one time.
Just
so all the heavy
shoving.
No, it's not how it works.
What? We are in a modern world now. These modern laundry machines
stuff's not meant to last that long as well.
And they don't wash and they don't rinse very well. So if your load is really too heavy or too much, it's not going to rinse.
They rinse? What are you talking about? This is modern machinery. Shove it in.
4 loads.
The only problem, okay, here's where you can help me. I'll ask a legitimate question about laundry that continues to stymie me every time and makes me super angry when doing bedding. Drying bedding in the dryer, how do you keep the fitted sheet from not creating a giant ball that encapsulates the rest of the load and just bounces around in there like a basketball for the entire time? What's the trick?
Do you separate the sheets before you put them into the dryer?
Yeah. Yes. Eventually, it just rolls into the fitted sheet as to one big boulder. No one has a trick for that?
No. I used to have, you could try buying dryer balls.
I've heard of, throwing tennis balls in there too. I heard somehow, but
no, sometimes I get lucky. but most of the time I don't, and so then I got to go and adjust it.
Joe's confused because when his sheets come off the bed, they go in the garbage, and he opens up a fresh pack every time.
No.
Plus, I don't know. Can you put silk sheets in the dryer?
Oh, I don't like silk sheets. Oh no, just feels too weird.
So, Joe, any other COVID-related questions for MrsQDawg?
No, I'm just glad to see that you're on the path to
Absolutely.
getting back
Thanks.
to taking care of Eric, because it sounds like he needs it.
No, he's doing really well. So
In normal
just-
times, he would just throw money at the situation. Here's money for lunch, kids.
there may have been a pizza brought today, so
That's fine.
yeah.
Is Eric not allowed to break in the air fryer? Because he should be like air frying like a madman this whole time.
He doesn't care. Plus, I want to I kind of want to rearrange our kitchen and put the air fryer in a different spot than the toaster oven is now. So, he's just leaving it for me.
Are you saying you want to remodel the kitchen?
No. This isn't Joe's house where we remodel every
Get a
6 months.
bigger air vent thing.
Yeah, bigger range hood.
Joe's house is constantly under renovation.
Oh my gosh, if I could get rid of that range hood, I would, honestly.
Oh,
No.
I don't think so. How dare you say that within listening distance to the room?
I know, he's like right underneath me. No. No, I just want to rearrange the way some of our things are on the counter. You know, I have a stand mixer and a knife block and the coffee pot and stuff. That's all.
Is the toaster oven gone now that you got an air fryer?
No, because Eric's actually using it. He uses the toaster oven to heat things up, and he was making toast with it. So, what happened was it works fine. The door, I don't know what happened, but it bent funny at the hinge, so it doesn't close all the way. So there's a gap.
Eric tried to shove a turkey in there. Okay, now that you have the air fryer, though, ditch the toaster oven.
We will. I will. I'll do that next week. I will.
Good. I did want to follow up a little bit with you about your charity stream because it was amazing. As I told you before, you guys are the rock stars of the Cartridge Club, and certainly something to look forward to every year when you guys live stream. I wish you'd do it more.
We did have fun.
Everyone wishes you would do it more. And you guys had certain incentives to get people to donate more money, which was completely unnecessary because people are just throwing money at the QDawgs just because they are rock stars. And of course, the QDawgs do this thing once a year, and that's where we throw money at them to ensure that they do in the QDawg house for the following year, which that got secured earlier in the day during Kevin Buried on Mars' stream.
No,
right? Derek's stream. Right.
Derek and Cynthia and their kids.
That's right. You guys threw it to them, and he had an incredibly generous
yes, he did.
deal going on where every donation was tripled during his stream, and it got you QDawg house for the next year, which you guys are now under obligation to do.
Yes, we are.
So, which is what we all need. Thank you very much. Make 2021 that much better. But you also had these incentives of where you were going to shoot QDawg houses as incentives to donate. And I think we got 3 of them out of you.
You did. You got 3.
So I picked the first one, which was fireplace. Right?
Yep.
And then the outside deck was another one.
Yep. Kevin picked that one. And then a friend of Frantic Josh's picked the 3rd, and it ended up being the garage.
Oh, right. That is going to be cool. I love airplanes, right? So we get to see that Learjet. It's going to be so good. So I want to know, can you let it out of the bag what was left?
Oh, shoot. I don't know.
What was there? 2 more things left,
There
right?
was 2 more. There's 2 more. General one, and then super duper. Super duper fancy. I don't know. Is Eric in the chat? should I say it or I can't see the chat, so
He is in the chat. He's just talking about food still, so he's fine.
I don't know if I can even trust you to say whether Eric does say it's okay to reveal those last two places.
I had my fingers crossed for your grand bathroom to have all the marble pillars and the giant walk-in shower where you have your sex parties and stuff. That would have been something.
We have 2 separate showers.
Oof, yeah. You got to walk through one to get to the other one. And that one is so special. So yeah, I'm dying to know what the other, especially the big one, because the last one was supposed to be this big location.
Okay, babe. All right. He just came up and just tell me that that I could tell you. So the last, it's going to be so disappointing. So the fourth place, the fourth one was our dining room. With the velvet covered table. And the last one was going to be our bedroom.
Whoa.
Yeah. We're going to do it. And we were going to do I said, if we do the bedroom, then we got to do the whole bedroom. Maybe we'd even sit on the bed and you'd see everything.
Well, you could have laid back on the bed, shoot up at the ceiling with the mirrors and got your shot.
Well, there you go. Yeah. But maybe next year. Maybe next year.
Golly.
There's always a new goal.
That's for sure. Well, what a road we've been on.
Mm-hmm.
You've said it all. What more can we say? Joe, are you happy? Do you got anything else for her?
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm just happy to see Melissa.
Buried on Mars is mentioning that this interview has been amazing because Joe's usually cleaning his shelves by this time.
When the right person comes on, it's out of respect.
Oh, thanks. Thank you.
Well, yeah, Melissa, thank you so much for coming on the show and giving us an update and educating us on what's been happening with you and how it affects you. And
yeah, I'm,
you're feeling better just because you talk to us.
Yeah, I am feeling better. I wasn't sure if I was going to do camera. I thought, well, I'll try. I'll take a shower, see how I feel, and I felt really good. I was walking around, so I was like, this is good. And then, so I've only got, today's Thursday, right? Yeah, I've only got till tomorrow, and then Saturday I'll be free. So it'll be good. It's been hard on the kids, so I think it'll be good. Be really good.
Just remember one thing, Melissa. No more Fandango because listening to it can give you COVID.
Okay.
That's unofficial CDC guidance. I did read that.
Official? Okay.
Yeah, that is official.
I only listen to CDC and the scientists, so it's official.
Alrighty. I want to thank everyone in the chat for popping on by and checking in on Melissa as well. They're all worried. So thanks everyone for popping in and showing your support. Appreciate you. Appreciate the 99 cents, Chris Roberts. And he's saying to stick around after the feed, Melissa, so I can show you some scratched up records. That is always a highlight. I have the guests do that. So that'll be fun. Joe, should we finish? Should we just end things?
Yeah, this is good.
Okay, Joe's happy. Will Joe be back next week?
What?
Will Joe be back next week?
Yeah, probably.
Wow, yeah, probably. Will Joe talk to me at work this week, all weekend?
If you talk to me first.
Okay, so the chase continues. All right.
It's like dealing with a little kid. My God.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Melissa. Thanks, Joe.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Hey, Melissa, sign us off like the old days.
All right. Post it and post it.
Yay. She remembered.